What would you do if you're a government in the government and you know these things exist? Do you feel obligated, or would you want to tell the American people?
No, I would not want to tell the American people. I get the secrecy. Hey man, if you go back and you think about it, the movie Men in Black, Will Smith told Tommy Lee Jones' character, "Hey man, we got to do something, man. This could be a catastrophe. This could be something." And Tommy Lee Jones' character look at, there's always a catastrophe. There's always something. There's always this. There's always that. The only way these people get about their happy little merry lives if they do not know about it. And that line just stuck at me on my head. I mean, think about look at COVID. Prime example. Look at COVID. Okay, COVID. What you think we gonna do with some aliens, bro? Okay, yeah, you got a whole line of aliens out there, and they can do a whole lot of damage. There's nothing that the world military can do about it. Man, these folks will have you think toilet paper was gone then, bro? What you think gonna happen now?
Ain't gonna be no toilet paper left.
Not a damn piece of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be devil's advocate on this one. I think people should know about it. And I think the reason why they're telling people about it now is something has changed, something has shifted. Because it's been secret for so long. So I've seen videos that since 1930s they know about alien activity or something like that. And why they telling us now? Something they probably can't contain whatever the information they have now.
Oh yeah, that one guy, they came out with it, and I think it was the New York Post or whatever they call that paper. They came out with the thing talking about how Congress has been hiding this information, boom, boom, boom. So it was like a huge thing back in 2016, 2017 that kind of led to this moment. I forgot the buddy name, the director of the UTIIP or something like that, Louis something. He was one of the people that was leading it, because he was saying that he doesn't want to call. And I see, like what Colin said, they're not calling it alien, right? And as one person commented in the comments, is they're seeing these things over large bodies of water, and they're seeing that they come out of the water, they come in the air and go back in the water, so they're submersible and they can travel through air. And so again, a lot of them are saying the reason why they're not saying alien, because they believe them just be interdimensional beings.
They probably Atlanteans, man. They probably Atlanteans down there, you know?
All right, I'm gonna mute you. Go ahead, Jalen.
So one of the things I want to say is I believe that people should know. I get why they want to keep the secrecy, but the crazy thing, so one of the things that they was talked about in the book is that they've been talking about this stuff in the media. So like E.T., they said that was a real story. It was they putting this stuff in the media to make it seem like it's fake, but this stuff is right. Like that was actually, well, apparently from what the guy in the book, Behold a Pale Horse, you're saying like the E.T. and some of these other stories about aliens and stuff like that they put in Hollywood, a lot of that stuff is real, and they're putting it like, oh, it's just a fairy tale, you know, like they're giving it to the public. So in a way, I feel like it's kind of messed up because they hiding it, but they're actually putting it in plain sight at the same time. That's my opinion.
I think it's a slow rollout, man. They've been planning this hundreds of years. They've been planning this stuff. Thousands probably, you know. So I think it's a slow rollout. They put it out as entertainment at first, so you can get used to the idea, you know. Then they drip it out like little sightings here, so that they can eventually fake a whole damn invasion. I think they're gonna fake one. You know, I think they're gonna do a fake one so that people don't realize that the real one is that's coming.
I heard that theory.
It's gonna come.
I've heard that theory.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
That's what I believe, because there's only one big giant one that everybody gonna know, and that's definitely when the sky opened up. Yahweh Shai, y'all know him as Jesus, come back. There's angels gonna be dropping down, unaliving people left and right. You know what I'm saying? Blood up to the horses, brought up the whole apocalypse thing. So They want to do a different version to make you think that you're safe, you know, after or before or whatever. That's an antichrist thing. I mean, it's all connected, bro, because these governments ain't really just governments. These are whole sects of families, you know, religions, peoples that have belief systems. Like, people want to believe in the Bible, but your enemies do. Your enemies believe in the Bible. They on the flip side. They trying to get all the fun they can on Earth before they go to the next place because they know they're going to burn. So I think that what they're doing is doing a controlled release to trickle the information out to make it look like they ain't been lying the whole time. Like, oh, there's been government people that are just really trying to get. Man, I think everybody on that panel is in on it. I think they in on it. They're not lying on it.
I agree.
But they're not giving out the full truth. Like, have you been told to do this? Have you been told to let the people know this? You know what I'm saying? It's controlled opposition.
Well, if we're going based off of Jalen's, he said the book, there have been many people from the very beginning talking about they were reverse engineering spacecraft, and a lot of these people turn up missing, die. There was a guy, I believe, and this is kind of off subject a little bit, but there was a guy, I believe it's from Canada, and he created a battery that could power your entire house. Yeah. It was like, remember that? It was like this freaking big.
Yep.
His wife said he went out and he never came back. Yeah. And some people in black showed up, went in her house, took his stuff, and dipped.
Yep.
So there have been people, like, you can't, like, if I saw, you know, it'll be just hard. Like, if you saw an alien spacecraft, not to come home and, like, low-key tell your brother, like, yo, bro, I saw something at work. It was an alien. Don't tell nobody I told you, right? So I see, this is what you got to understand. When people say the government, and this is what we're realizing, and this is what people should have been educated when they went to school about, when you say the government, right? The government, people say, oh, the government, like it's this entity that has one hive mind and everybody's on one accord. No, Jalen, you can work for the government. Hamilton can work for the government. And within that government, they're having Jalen work on a piece of an engine, having Hamilton work on a piece of the wing, and having Collins work on the tail. Y'all all working on these different parts to have no idea what you're building.
Yep.
Very good at that.
Yep.
Making you build the elephant and not knowing that you're building a freaking elephant. So, you know, I wouldn't tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? I'm letting y'all know. I personally think average human being is dumb as hell. Yep. And they make everything into a joke.
Agreed.
They don't know how to take information. The CIA has done a very great job at programming the media and using psychology and now social engineering to make people believe certain things. And once people believe those things, they have emotional attachments and really physical attachments to these things. So you can't tell people anything because they don't realize they've been programmed forever. So no, I wouldn't tell y'all. I'm serious. I wouldn't tell you. And I'll probably be the one that if Jalen was a whistleblower, I'll probably be the one to put a hit on his ass. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. Keep your damn mouth shut.
Jalen must die.
He gotta go. He's out there. He's talking. So I don't blame him. I'm trying to, let me skip forward. Y'all go ahead and continue. Let me try to skip forward to this one part I wanted to see.
Also, the other thing is, I would say that there's two versions of people. You know what I'm saying? There's the ones that find stuff out and they really do be whistleblowing, and there's the ones that they like, okay, now a couple people to get out. Let's have a whistleblower. Let's create a whistleblower to counteract the previous whistleblower, because if he let the whole cat out of the bag. What do people always do? You look at these videos, what do they say? Man, is rent due? I'm just trying to figure out when I ain't got to pay the bills no more, right? That's what they don't want, because once all this stuff is out, like fully, ain't nobody going to work. This system is shutting down. People like, you know what? Oh, God's real? Oh, these demons are real? Oh, it's not just, all right, yeah, why are we going to work tomorrow? Nah, so their whole system is done. Like
the whole collapse.
Chaos. It's going to be chaos. I'm here for it though. I'm here for it. Like, hey, let the chaos reign. Let these idiots do what they gonna do. They're not working.
To Mr. Fravor, as well as Mr. Graves, not having the system for reporting, would you both agree that it's harmful to not just our national security interests, but to understand this phenomenon of what's happening with UAPs?
I think it's actually a travesty that we don't have a system to correlate this and actually investigate. So if you took the East Coast, there's coastal radars out there that monitor our air defense identification zone, so about to 200 miles. They can track these, so when you see them, they could actually go and pull that data and get maneuvering. And instead of just having the airplanes, there's other data sources out there. And I've talked to other government officials on this. So you need a centrally located repository that these reports go to. So if you just stuck it in DOD, you wouldn't get anything out of the Intelligence Committee because they have a tendency not to talk. But if you had a central location where these reports would come in, not just military, but also commercial aviation, because there's a lot of that going on, especially if you talk to anyone that flies from here to Hawaii, over the Pacific, they see odd lights. So I think you need to develop something that allows you a central point to collect the data in order to investigate.
Mr. Graves?
I would concur with everything Mr. Fravor said. I'll continue to say that the commercial pilots that have reached out to me through American for Safe Aerospace are doing so because they don't feel there's another way for them to report this safety issue.
And I think one of the clear outcomes of this hearing already is that there has to be a safe and transparent reporting process for pilots, both on the commercial side and the military side, to be able to report UAPs in a way that's also transparent, but also understands the scope of our national security interests and what may be classified or not. But I think there has to be some sort of system. And so that's something that I hope can be an outcome that this committee can work on. Is there anything else for the two of you briefly beyond this reporting system that you think that we can do as a government to encourage and facilitate more civilian reporporting?
We're doing it right now.
Okay, great.
I think this hearing is going to show the American people that their government takes this topic seriously.
And how about civilians that may not be pilots? What kind of process could be in place for civilians who are not pilots, who may have UAP encounters? Do either of you have any suggestions that could facilitate that?
My recommendations would be to make that a sensor-centric operation in order to make it as objective as possible.
Okay. Sir, Mr. Fravor?
No, I agree with Mr. Graves on that.
Okay. Just briefly, I also just want to note, particularly for the two pilots, another question for Mr. Grush. One of the things that I found fascinating in our discussion, Mr. Graves, last night as well, is that you both described UAPs and formations and the way they are.
All right, let me see Collins going back and forth. I cannot get to that point. The numbers are so weird on this one. Let me see if this is it. But let me get to the question. Let me get to the questions. So do we just allow information, about the universe and other beings to not only be available, to those in power?
Nope. Let everybody know so they can make their own free will decision on the matters. That's what I say. Even though most people gonna make stupid decisions, you ain't stopping people from being stupid by not telling them. So at least you can get them at it.
Why would you? You're muted.
See, the thing is, though, man, like, okay, it's one thing to not know something. So the outrage, the range of your stupidity is limited because you don't know information. Now, let's say you learn how to go ahead and build an explosive. You already loony. Now you're gonna put a plan together. Now your plan has a bigger outrage, a bigger range, because the information that you learned. So I think it's dangerous to arm not so stable folks with information, because if you have a folks that's somebody who might be a little bit on the mad side, and they get some information of how to do some major damage, they're gonna have the will now, the capability to go do some major damage. Or you got somebody who don't know how to do major damage, but they outrage. The damage is still gonna be done, but it's gonna be at a smaller level or a smaller size or smaller range of damage. So with that being said, you can limit a lot of BS by limited information. I don't like it either. I mean, it's some shit that I like to know my darn self. But I mean, if you look at it as a whole, man, like, if it's one, I guess you have to put out like, hey, this is this. You may have to go out and look for that information, or have some type of clearance to get that information. Right? I think Americans should have like opportunity to gain clearance levels, so that they can be privy to information. Almost like like traveling and shit like that. So if you got like a known traveler pass, you could kind of skip some bullshit in the lines. You can kind of just go straight through the line because you got a clean background or something.
That's it. Hey, give them IQ test. Give me top clearance, baby.
Oh, this bye.
So what damage? So what damage could be done by giving people knowledge of truth that's out there?
Something just popped into my head. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a divine thing. If everybody knew that angels and God and demons and devils were real, we'd have a whole bunch of people that would turn to the Most High, but we'd have even more people that would just start doing seances and doing crazy demon worship because they want to ball out, before they die type stuff. So I think Tim, you actually right on that. Like, if everybody knew for sure that all this stuff is real, what about all these weirdos that can actually get supercharged on their demonic platforms? You know what I'm saying? That everybody and their mama would be trying to take deals.
Hey, I just watched the documentary on how to create a cult, and your boy from Heaven's Gate was talking about the mothership was going to rescue them, and they all did like some suicide stuff. So yeah. There'll be some UFO people be like, hey, we're going to the mothership.
Yeah,
it's Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of people, even if the information is out there, I feel like a lot of people still won't believe it.
Of course. Yeah. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
You'll definitely have some people like that.
You have people that still have debates about dinosaurs existing.
Yeah.
Like, you have people that literally say that the bones that people find, scientists put them in the ground. And I'm like, for what? Why would they?
And this is why I believe in natural selection.
But check this out. What the government has done, right? Because they're exposing themselves when they say they can't even get clearance when they have clearance, and they don't know what's going on, even though they should be know what's going on, right? They expose themselves that they don't know everything because there's a shadow government. There's something else that somebody's running something, right? Just like your boy says later. I need y'all to watch this though. The guy says in the video, he's like, even if we all, go to Area 51, by the time we show up, because it's going to be a glacier effect.
He said that.
No, oh, he said it. Nothing's going to be there. They're going to move everything. So Area 51 no longer has anything in it because everybody knows about it. So they're like, okay, well, we're just going to move everything out of here.
Bro, they have underground.
I just think it's dangerous. Like, I don't agree with it to a certain degree of them classifying everything, and then our tax-paying dollars are going to the things that y'all classify and hiding. Y'all not telling us the truth about certain things. Or 1 second, like the Roswell thing, they said it was they said in the paper that it was a UFO crash, and then later on said it was an air balloon, a weather balloon crash, right? And then you're threatening people's lives, and you obviously kill people. Like, that's where you're going too far. And then you ruins people's livelihood and their credibility by putting out fake information and calling them crazy. That's when you're going too far. But I definitely don't think everybody should know, because we've been programmed too much. And when people say, this has been going on since the beginning of time, by the way,
yep.
Right? Pharaohs, cardinals, all these religious people have been hiding truth from people anyway. The first Bible was written, well, not the first Bible, but it was written in Latin. It wasn't meant for people to read.
Yep.
Right.
They didn't translate that bit for everybody else to be able to get access.
So, yeah, guys, watch this video. I'm trying to find the stuff in here that was great, but it's a live version recording of it, and that finding the time stamp is weird. Anybody have anything they want to add to the convo?
Yeah, man. I'll just say, hopefully that this can get people to understand that there is other dimensions. Turn to the Most High, man. Most High. Read your book. Learn your Bible.
Yes.
All this stuff that told you about this stuff when they was denying it, it's all in there, man. Y'all repent.
But
Turn
I
back
don't.
to the Most High. Read your Bible. That's what
all I gotta say
Mute Collins.
is
Mute Hamilton. Okay, I'm on you. Mute. Go ahead. I'm playing. Go ahead.
all I gotta say is let the people know. Let them know. Let them know. Know why? Because you talk about they know they're gonna do stuff crazy. Like you said, I don't know who was saying this, but when you're protecting the truth, people have to die. They have to die. That's the only way to protect the truth. If somebody's whistleblowing, they gotta go. So people are dying when they don't know the truth anyway. The masses don't know the truth. You have to kill people to keep the truth.
Mhm.
So now when the truth is out, people gotta make their own choice of what they're gonna do. They're gonna do wrong, they're gonna do good. You gonna do wrong with the information, you do wrong, you get locked up just like you get locked up for everything else.
I don't, Hammer, and you correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think people really want to know the truth about anything.
most people
They
don't.
won't.
Most people don't. I'm a whole
Like-
count.
like-
My job is to have people like deal with the harsh truths and the hard things of their life, and they be running from it. Even
Uh-oh. She said that's a bar, Hammer.
when- come on, now.
I don't know what you said, but that was a bar.
I said it. Bars.
Bars.
Hey,
Big
you
bars.
got
the
a
truth
point
all day,
though. I
man.
mean, you gotta.
Go ahead, Tim.
I say you got a point though, man. Like think about it, man. Like the real, how it called the real whistleblowers, man. All them cats stink somewhere, man. Like it was talking about one dude. I wish I remember this dude's name, right? So like he was talking about us being bases on the moon, right? So he like those are base installations that we did not build. We know they're up there, and I'm willing to testify in Congress that hey, it's some stuff up there on the moon, man. That's probably why we ain't go back. And so a couple days later, he dead. You know what I'm saying? So that gets me like so like where I have arguments with some friends of mine, and we talk about, man, the moon landing was fake. I don't know. Maybe we went there and lied about it, but I ain't never seen nobody get killed for saying the moon landing was fake.
Hey, listen. Ooh, we gotta do that next time. Can we talk about the Apollo people that were actually found to still be living their life, the ones that supposedly died from that big explosion?
That's
and
on the 1987. The 1987.
Yeah, and they got
yeah.
People, they didn't even
I saw that.
I saw that. Some of them, they still alive. Some of the people they doing a paid vacation. They ain't
Listen,
actually.
I want everybody to know the online cookout. The people on the panel that have their opinions. All right, I'm just a host. I don't agree or disagree with some of the things that these people come up. That's just a disclaimer. Please do not associate this. Please do not kill me by association.
The views expressed by the panel do not represent the merit of online cookout. The views expressed by the panel are the views of the panel themselves alone, and no way tied to the online cookout. Online cookout is just a platform.
Hey, text me that. So I can put that in the description.
I heard that line so many times, man. That's bad, ain't
it? You got it, man.
Hey, but this is what I was saying. So what this whole thing, right? What they have done to the American people, to the world, actually, is make people not believe anything. Everything is a conspiracy. Everything, right? To the point where we're debating objective truths, right? And it's kind of like, so now we can't believe it. Well, the government said, okay, now we can't believe anything that's true. We can't even believe pictures anymore, right? We can't believe with AI. We can't even believe voices and faces anymore, right? So them lying for so long is actually created a problem that we have today in the modern day era, debating about the most rudimentary things that shouldn't even be debated. And this is why, and Jayla, we talked about this, I think it was on the crypto talk, is I think everybody should register as independent. I need to go ahead and do that myself. Is because you shouldn't be on either. They're both liars. They're both liars, and you need to kind of figure out and make them earn whatever you decide you want to vote for, because they have us fighting and debating over the most trivial things that do not matter, while in the background they're riding on spaceships and chilling with you and chilling with aliens. I want to chill with aliens
and controlling payments.
But I gotta second what you just said, because I that's what I'm saying. Like, they've been lying, they've been deceiving us for so long. So if you really throw the truth out there, it's been in the movies, it's been in the media. Like you said, we got AI stuff that you can make fake videos that look real. Now, who's to say they would even believe it if we actually throw the truth into it? I feel like there'll be like at least half of the people won't believe still, with the facts in their face. That's
the point of lying. The point of lying is to deceive. It don't matter what you're being deceived about. If you lie, then no matter what happens, it's like you planted this bad seed in a garden. Somebody gonna eat it. Somebody gonna get poisoned by it. They don't really matter how exactly you get poisoned, because the whole point is to poison you.
Get the poison. Yep.
So you can't trust the words that come out of somebody's mouth. So somebody tell you God's real and demons are real, they'd be like, well, that's a lie, because the Christian church, they've been lying. They be doing all this crazy stuff. Like, yeah, they did that, but now you don't know which one of the lies is the lie. Exactly.
They have been lying. They have been lying. Every organization in history has told lies. All of them. And everybody buys them hook, line, and sinker. I don't, it's gotten to the point where, like you said, once somebody lies, everything that comes out of their mouth, you think is going to be a lie. I don't even try to decipher if they're telling the truth. I just believe, just to safeguard, you're lying, But this is good talk. I want everybody to watch this video and give me some timestamps, so maybe we can just rush through another quick one on some timestamps real quick, because it's a long one, and I've kept searching for, like, if they put a regular one out, but it's the live version. As you can see, the live chat, and this is. Hey, go back and read these chats. This is why people should learn anything. These people are some of the dumbest people on the planet.
Bro, that chat was so wild, bro.
It's like, bro.
Alien girlfriend. Bro, it's wild. Like,
bro, after I read it, I was like, this is why they don't tell nobody anything, because of you guys, man. It's like your teacher walking into the room and said, you know what? If everybody did as good as Jamari, we'd have had a pizza party. And you looking around at everybody like, God damn it, look at y'all, man. See, if y'all had just studied, we could have had a pizza party. But I just find this, I just really find this thing fascinating. I was watching, what's that, Gaia, right? I downloaded a 7-day trial, and I'm gonna let it run because my wife is going to paying for it. It's not on my card, it's on her card.
Oh, goddamn.
Yeah.
Real man, so I was right there.
Yeah, come on now. And let's celebrate. Just lay by. I cut cable. I finally cut my cable. It was hard.
Oh, good, bro.
It was hard.
Yeah, bro.
Hey.
I had cable since 1989. What you doing, bro?
I was holding on to it, man.
I'm in the Stone Age still, man. I'm in the Stone Age still.
What's the matter?
You
I got CDs and cassette tapes.
Man. Nah, I just felt like. Hey, you know how, like, you have default sound in the background where you're doing stuff. Like, every once in a while, I'll change it on ESPN, and I'll be doing stuff on my computer. You know what I'm saying? Or, and then I realize I'm like, I don't even watch TV, man, like that anymore. Like television, like Netflix and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, it's time to cut it. And Comcast was charging your boy I forgot. Babe, what would you say? You said 230 something, 240?
240?
Man,
Yeah, man.
jeez.
Yeah, you know. Hey, you know.
Xfinity.
They're going.
I didn't know they charging like that now.
They
Yeah.
got charged higher, man. They got charged higher to stay in
So
business.
now your boy's saving like 120 a month. That's like 1,200 something a year.
Yes, sir.
That's a diving trip right there. I got a
Come on
diving
now.
trip. I'm about to go to the Cayman Islands with that $1,200.
Let's get it.
Mari, go to My 90s TV and you can put on the shows from like just sports or just random stuff or movies, and it'll be like watching TV back in the day.
Oh, she said 220 something. It was 220 something.
Damn, 220. That's too much.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it just, if I was watching it, then I would have said yeah. And then I was gonna get their Now. They have a thing called Now streaming. I think Comcast has, where you get whatever it is, but it's like streaming live TV. But it's only 40 channels. And I said, is it any of those channels ESPN? They said no. I said okay, whatever. No, I don't want it.
Gotcha.
I don't want it. So yeah, your boy saving some bread on that.
Good job.
Yeah, fun times. Congratulations to me. But like I said, I think this is a fascinating thing because me and my wife was talking about it. Like, I'm wondering what would hit the fan. Like, is it gonna be like one day we watch television and Joe Biden walk out with an alien on his shoulder? Like, hey guys, like this is a new thing. Be inclusive, and the reason why we is pushing this binary trends because aliens don't have a gender. And like, oh, that makes sense. This is what you guys were doing the whole time.
I wouldn't put it past them.
Right? You're like,
I really wouldn't.
You're trying to get used to us talking to people that didn't have a gender. Okay, all right. Or they can, like Colin said, they can transform their genders. Like, one day, it's a chick, one day it's a guy. Hey, who knows?
Like Baphomet, half dude, half chick, half goat, half human. Like, bro, what are you?
Oh.
But you know what? Next time I want to actually talk about this, like maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. Did y'all see that movie Blackening?
No.
Oh, I want to see that. How was it?
Man, y'all got it. Okay, go watch it.
It's a comedy, right?
Yeah, man. Go watch it because I wasn't even gonna watch it, and I'm gonna embarrass my wife on social media because she was laughing so hard I recorded her ass and she was going in. She was going all the way in. But it was good. It was actually surprisingly good. It was surprisingly good. So go check that out, guys. I appreciate everybody for being here as usual. Got Jalen Warm. Check out his Elevated podcast. Hamilton with Malinergy doing his music thing, although he don't do any music thing anymore. I don't know, he just be trading all day and say he's working on a wedding video that's taking him, he's gonna get it done.
I was working on tonight too.
We got my guy Tim. Tim, where you at? You traveling? You on the road?
Oh yeah, man. I'm on the road right now, my boy. I'm on the road right now. Heading up to
That's why I appreciate Tim.
Heading up to Michigan. What's up?
Always on the road.
So what now?
Why you always on the road?
Hey, this is how I make a couple of dollars. I gotta make a couple of dollars somehow.
Hey,
somehow.
Trivia, bro. Every podcast we should do a movie club trivia.
I already know that movie.
Who knows what it is? Who knows what it is?
I already know that movie.
I don't know what it is.
Temptation.
A prize for the people in the comments, so they get a pinned comment or whatever. They what are the people in the comment in the movie club? And if they can't get it, if like 30 seconds, then somebody on the panel gets a segment.
I'm gonna cash out the winner. I'm gonna cash out the winner 25 cents. Boy, y'all get 25 cents.
25 water.
25
water right now. You wanna know why I'm always on the road?
Hey, Ryder got it.
And then we got Collins, relationship guru. I even put in the description slightly because I'm gonna have y'all email me because Jalen, I try to like copy paste it for the thing. Just email me. I'm gonna send y'all my emails. Y'all can email it to me so I can put the descriptions up right away. And then we got Collins, relationship guru, and I put Collins for you. I was gonna put biblical studies, but I put spiritual studies. What do you think? Spiritual studies. Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
And I'm gonna put all the information right there right now. But in a few minutes, let's give them time to send that over to me, and I'll put the information down below. Guys, appreciate y'all for checking us out live once again. Talk to you soon.
Shalom, shalom.
Hey.